behind the camera. This is Trever that you're looking at right now, and he is driving his grain combine, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what he's harvesting. So Trever, what do you call this grain?
This is called Triticale. It's grown as a forage crop generally. We cut it for silage. Some people use it as a cover crop, but we cut it for silage.
And so right now Trever's using a grain combine to thrash out the seeds from the Triticale to use to plant again. So tell us about why this grain is different than the wheat or the barley that you've done this week.
This is a hybrid, and it's really hard to thrash. It's probably the hardest stuff you'll ever thrash with a combine as far as getting it out of the heads. And we're thrashing it right now for seed. It won't be certified seed, it'll just be for here. But we're keeping it, this combine, we're able to get it clean enough that we can just put it in the grain drill and plant it. It's doing a pretty good job. But it takes some changes to the machine settings to get it to clean up well enough to do that.
So Trever's done some research and some looking into what those settings are. Can you share those settings with us for those guys that are going to be cutting it and want to know how to set their machine?
So it's fairly close to setting up for wheat, but your rotor speed has to be a little higher. This is an R62 Gleaner, and I run it at 950 revolutions on the cylinder at static, and fan is full blast. But then I have to close down the shoe sieve a lot, and both the chafer and the sieve. But the shoe I close down quite a lot to keep the white caps out of your bin sample. There'll be partial heads in your sample that you just can't thrash no matter how tight you close your concave. And for setting up to this, you close your concave all the way until it just starts to touch the rasp bars, then you back it out just enough that it doesn't touch. And then I have one set of reverse bars on my rotor to mix it a little bit as it comes through, and that seems to do a pretty good job. The loss is quite a lot worse than wheat, but you know, we're probably only losing 15%, which isn't too bad for Triticale. It's just that most of that's in these unthreshed heads that we're gonna basically blow off the back because we can't have them in the bin.
Okay, most of that went over my head, but thank you, Trever, for sharing. If you drive a combine or whatever, you will catch all of that terminology and understand what he was saying there for the settings. And anyway, so that's a little information about Triticale and how we're thrashing it on our farm in Idaho.